Alright, welcome everyone. Let's get back into this. I'd like to take some time and refresh on everything. The only real problem I see offhand, I'm still devastated from yesterday's losses. We did end up losing some really good people that I liked. It really hurts to see some of them gone. No, we still have Hillhome. Hillhome is a monster, and I would have been utterly devastated had he not been here. But for now, I haven't gotten him killed. We had little right to be fighting those upholds. I was desperate for heads, but we should have gone elsewhere for it, even if it meant traveling far away. I just knew we would be running out of money soon. We couldn't keep that up for very long, but in retrospect, I still think I made the wrong choice. Doing it over again, I wouldn't do that. We lost some good people and a lot of money, and we didn't get much for it other than some fancy capes and stuff that we're not even using yet, at least. So, the only real issue here is Burkhardt. It's got this shoulder. Let's just look at it, and probably will be for a couple days. This is not going to work out for us. If we end up getting a fight before he loses it, we're going to have to switch him out with you, I suppose, because you're terrible. I think that's just going to be the gist of it. But regardless, let's see here. We did get a... Oh, we're definitely going to be getting in a fight. I don't know. This guy's so bad that I don't think it's still worth. It might still be worth just to have him in. Yeah, we need some new recruits, some better recruits. Well, regardless, I think... Let's see if there's any food. I'm sure I checked. There is. It's expensive. Doing the quest is most likely not going to bring it down. It's just because they're having bad snowstorms. Don't really have anything to sell. I mean, I have things I could sell if I need to. I think I want to sell. Okay on tools. Okay on ammunition. Hey Fire, we're party friend. Let's pick up these berries. We might get some stuff from these bandits when we find them, but I'm hoping this will be a relatively easy deal for us here. Unless we have to fight them in the mountains. The raiders, at least. And RNG just really screws us over, but it's just a one skull contract. I think we should be warned. I think she's actually watching the stream. Yeah, she's here. Oh, come on. These guys are impossible to chase down. It's because they're so small. A group. Ugh, jerks. Well, let's give Ortwin's well-paid wrath and descend upon them. Commence murder indeed. So this is a nice battle at the end. This is, if we're gonna fight raiders, I need to ease up on the raider thing until we can start getting some better armor, because this armor is better than the majority. I think this is 95 armor, where this is 70. This is 80. The wood pelts help. This is still substantially better, and not to mention the helmets. This is a good way to be doing it. Raiders themselves, knock on wood, aren't too much trouble. It's the marksmen that really suck. They suck a lot. Yeah, let's bring that out. Now these people were just going to take a shot. Not expecting great things. Except for that, we shot him in the head with the crossbow. And he's still alive, which is kind of amazing. Good on you, sir. Good on you. Let's hold off for now. I would absolutely love to chunk that guy, which we appear to be. Let's hold off. We're going to go up here and attack him, because he's going to be able to hit shots from us from right there, and that's not okay. .46, 51, that's a pretty good chance too. These guys I'm not so afraid of. Nice shot. Alright, his armor's gone. There. Put you here, here, and here. Okay. We'll move these people down a spot as opposed to going up a spot. God, I love that murder fish. Fortunately, because we're walking up to them, though, we're not going to be able to get too many shots in. This guy should be done for, though. That's unfortunate. I'm not normally very happy about coming up here and letting him have that high ground, but I want an extra person on him. I don't see a reason not to do this. Not a good enough reason, at least. Good. Now he can move up their next spot. Cut him down. Excellent. Hold him there. Pose. Smart. You've already getting shot in the head. You should probably be a little more defensive. I'm gonna try to attack my shield, huh? I'm gonna land 2 blows on his head. Something tells me you're still in trouble. Head blows or not. Alright, he's been dealt with. Let's throw something at this guy's head. Well, we tried. Stun him? Good. No more propose from him. You can counter his counters by stunning them. Drop shield wall, and we'll drop propose. We have effectively done that. Effectively. Unfortunately, we can't get a shot on you. Let's wait. Our time might yet come. That's good. Good thing we stunned him. From here we can throw it out. Never mind, we're tied. Wait on you. Still dodges. Despite being stunned. Slippery, this guy. Oh, there's a tree there. Well, the things you learn. Alright, their time is about up. Let's see if we can put him down first. Or at least severely injure him. Nope. Broke my shield. Then decided to attack somebody else. You're already tired. Oh no, you can't do the action because you're shorter. That's right. Nothing there. There we go. Good hits. I'll pull him down. He wants to run. Fantastic. And you killed him. Hey, the hands, how are you, friend? Excellent. We got a helmet. And a bill hook. Bill hooks are worth a lot of money. And these hatches. These are better axes than the ones we've been carrying. The other stuff worth money. Didn't get any gold. Didn't get any tools. Didn't get any food. Kind of hoping to see those things, but I guess you do really get more of those when you raid a place as opposed to tracking them down. Oh snap. So this event happens sometimes when you're retrieving an item. Basically, the guy who paid those thieves to take it is willing to pay us more. Typically more. For us to not return it. Good. We are going to be offered, I think it was like 300. I want to say 300 or so. It wasn't very much. This is one skull. This guy's offering 1,200. Almost 1,300 gold. Typically, I will say no to this unless they really make it worth it. And this guy is making it worth it, so I'm going to take this for sure. The town will not be happy for not returning it. They shouldn't be hostile, though. They should be pretty happy with us already. We'll just bring them down to more neutral, and I'm fine with that. Not only do we not have to travel all the way back there to return it, we can get paid here right now and be done with it. 1280 is the amount of money we cannot pass up right now. Especially since we need to start hiring people. So let's see. How much did that piss them off? Ah, look, see, they're just neutral. They were probably pretty friendly with us up until that point, but that's okay, I don't care. Don't care what... These are these people. And I patrolled the realm for them, so they're still okay with me. It only pissed off the town, not the count. Which is kind of hilarious, really. You're missing people. Some crowns here. Crowns that these people are giving. Give someone, anyone, to help us. The mutilated. Not much money, mind you. But we can talk them up at 400. To hunt down something. One skull contract. We shouldn't be barking up any crazy trees here. Hopefully we can handle this with little issue. First, let's look at the levels. It'd be absolutely silly not to. Especially at this level. It's a very healthy level. Speaking of healthy, this is not good. So we'll get your fatigue up. And like usual, I will do this. Yeah, I can live with that. And we didn't get any armor from the people, but we did get a helmet. Mark Ward here. Retired soldier. So we definitely want to get him rally the troops. That will fulfill our ambition and make people a tad bit heavier as well. He's starting to be a monster with this, which is good to see. We'll absolutely take that up as well. And we'll take the fatigue. Brilliant. Brings his resolve up to 77. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, really. So let's take a look at this helmet we'll give somebody. What else are people equipping here? The mace was nice, and Firewolf did a great job of stunning that guy with it. So it definitely has its uses, but honestly, I think it might be time for hand axe. Hand axe is super deadly. This is a tier 3 club, and this is a tier 2 axe, I want to say. They do the same amount of damage. This is slightly more effective and uses more, well, just shield damage. We can break down shields with it, and raiders are starting to be a problem. Shields will help. Taking down shields will help. But we're giving up a stun for it. 30 to 45 damage. Inflicts 10 extra fatigue. That is noteworthy. We can fatigue him out with maces. Something I very typically forget. But it's important to remember. If we equip this, though, humor me. Inflicts 50%, additional 50% damage to hit on head. Another 50%. I did not realize that. Huh. That is a tough choice for me. We have a lot of swords. Some of these swords are okay. Well, right now, you need a shield. Wow, I'm really glad I remembered to put that back on. 2% chance to hit. Pose is quite nice, but has a minus 2% chance to hit. I could cough up a sword or two. You don't really need this. Perhaps you, sir, should have an axe. We'll give you the arming sword since it is better. 40 to 45. It's quite nice. Your aim is low. Your aim is not. Your aim is not. Let's see here. Norris bonus to melee defense granted by shields is incredibly nice. Alright, well, let's play some helmets. The other axe I'm not sure what to do with quite yet. These spears are just starting to fall off. And even the swords aren't going to do too great against armor. But our real issue surviving is going to be marksman. And fighting things we shouldn't be fighting in general. But we'll be okay here. Hunt on what terrorizes. See if we can find these people. Ah, fantastic. We have fulfilled the ambition. We have a sergeant. Everyone is just over the moon about it. And the great thing is this sash that we acquired. Gives an extra 10 resolve. Brilliant. And it looks fancy. What more could you want? Turn camp. Oh my, somebody's paranoid. The sergeant. This is new. This is a new trait, so I've never seen this before. Your commotion. Go find Markward, the sergeant, waving a weapon at his fellow sellswords. I know who you is, and I know who you ain't. What you ain't are friends of mine. Firewolf looks over and shrugs. Never said you was my friend. Paranoid mercenary barks on anyway. Demanding everyone. Keep a good distance. Oh, he'll cut them. He managed to calm the man down, but mostly by explaining that his daily rate is, and how he'll struggle without it. But it's no doubt a short-term solution. Interesting. I wonder if we can go paranoid and leave. Also, how much am I paying him a day? 23. Most of these men are like 9, 8, 10. Hillholm is 5, which is phenomenal. That being said, I still think he's worth it. I think he does us some good. Alright, so supposedly we're getting closer, but I don't feel like it. There they are. Noxairs. We can probably get these people to come and help us for free. Nope, they just went to town and gave up on us. What absolute jerks. So that being said, these guys do very well against spears, so maybe we want to put some of those back. Because these things aren't going to do very much against them. Then again, I guess the spear probably won't do much either. I just know we can get a lot of work out of spear wall. Especially if it's somebody's good enough to actually land the spear wall. Let's try this and see what happens. We don't have a lot of spears anyway, so I suppose it works out. Okay, good enough. Let's motorize them. Why not? That's a tier 2 there. He's not yet reached his final form. There we go, there's one. You guys aren't quite great at shooting, which is fine because I don't feel like killing any of them from back there. Let's just hold off. You can really hear the snow like kind of pounding hard. Fourth. I'm worried about this one rushing and dying. Not like super worried, but this is using their fatigue and their AP to hurt themselves as opposed to using mine. He wants to run. I don't necessarily see the harm in it. I prefer that he doesn't get away, but it's gonna happen. He might get his courage back too. It's hard to say. Good hits there. Alright. Good. Perfect. Oh, that stinks. There we go. Still getting some fantastic work on this. Wilhelm is just so good at hitting things, he's not going to miss with that spear wall, especially not against somebody like this. It'd be very unlikely, at least. Eventually he'll roll it, though, I guess. You throw enough of them into him. Good kill there. He wants to eat that body. It's most likely going to succeed. I think it's time to start moving up on these guys. Covering our tracks a bit. 6% chance to hit him and we still missed. Alright, fair enough. Might not reach him otherwise. Nah. Have to make it through that, which I can't. See if we can stun him. Nicely done. That's gonna save us a lot of headache. Alright, strong work there. Time to pull that out. Let's move you up a bit, get you a little bit more in the fight. Can you nail that guy? 50% chance. This is quite the letdown, actually. I suppose these things happen. You have a broken arm. Sorry, a dislocated shoulder. Ah, he regained and got back in. Perfect. He wants to eat that dead friend of his. We're gonna not let him manage that. I don't think he's landed a single blow with that thing yet. Let's get you in there. He's stunned, so he's lost his turn. Can we stun him again? Brilliant. I don't stun lock people enough, I've decided. It's really kind of neutered him from being a threat. A lot of the big enemies, though, like those unholds we fought the other day, they can't be stunned. Which I'm happy it tells you that now, so you don't keep trying like I used to. But that went quite well. We barely took any damage. Was that all armor damage? Yeah, we didn't even take any health damage. We got some horns from it. We're starting a collection, apparently. Worse. I would like to thank Spear Wall and Stun for that. Ooh, there's some new art. Not for the gate. It's ill-shapen teeth. Could easily fit your head. Let's not do that. I thought it over. You get to have one of these. Somebody else had something else equipped. I thought. No, maybe it was just those two. Fair enough. Let's go to 10. Tell them the good news. They no longer have to worry. We might need to buy some food now. I'm willing to bet more than normal. Nobody got a level on that. Still says 2 to 5 days. Ugh. Right, marketplace. Cheap food, you say? We're doing alright on money thanks to betraying our employer. So let's buy some cured venison. It's cheaper than it normally is. It'll make people happy. Actually, you know what? We'll buy that too. Why not? We go through a fair amount of food. 30 a day. We don't need all of it. Definitely some you. Some of those. I don't see a strong need to keep those, but I guess it's the only body armor we have. Sell you. So this is a decent price, but I don't have a strong need for it. Now that we have some bill hooks. I think this does about the same damage. 40 to 70. 57. It does some more damage. 30, 110, 12. Yeah, the bill hook's more effective against armor. Uses less fatigue. So it's arguable which one's really better. Got food. Ammunition is a reasonable price too. We're gonna need tools though. And this place is not able to help us. Let's see what this job's all about. It could be worth it. Greenskins are rampaging. I don't know where they are. Only where they've been. 1,400 crowns. This is a 2 skull. Now there's some talk from me earlier about not taking jobs I shouldn't. It's ultimately what kills me in any campaign. This is only 2 skulls. If it was a 1 skull, I'd say definitely. If we still had some people alive from before, I'd say, yeah, I think we can do this for sure. But I don't think this is a good idea. As much as I really want to do it, if it's some orcs, we could probably get away with it. We could free up that town. It's marauding orcs, which would be good for everyone. I don't think it's what we want from life. So I need to start having some more men, because the ones we have are not great. You're a poacher. Retired. These are people I'd like to replace frontline still. Not you. I don't know what you're really doing. You're just kind of a backline guy. I don't know what else to do with. And you should be a front. Well, you're kind of a backline guy. I don't know what to do with as well. So 2 of these people, these 2 right here, I'd like to make frontline hybrids, which is perfect because I'd like to replace these 2. Where are you? This guy. They're okay. They're not great. These people, I think, are considerably better. Well, they're arguably better. Right now they work okay for backline. But I want some real backline archers. If we can keep our money up for a bit, we should be able to afford that. The other issue being, those people are invisible. You just walk by an invisible party. The other issue is and I think this is a more important issue, is armor still. And when we get to the point that maybe we should just start legitimately buying some. No work for us here. Cheap tools though. Thank you. And I'm not sure how invested into buying this armor I should maybe be. At this point, should I start selling We have an excess of, like, ingredients here, which I'm happy to keep on us. I'm gonna have to prime for my cold dead hands. But, like, buying this armor is 130. It's substantially better than what we have. Even these helmets are substantially better. Now, our helmet situation is actually doing considerably better than it was. Why is this one so much more expensive? Because it doesn't conflict with your vision without impairing vision. Ah, so it's for backline people. That's nice. That's very nice. Used to be the highest one you could get before was what, 90? It might have been 100, but I think it was 90. So it's good to see something else, but it does explain the cost, which is kind of atrocious. In other words, we got some upgrades that I'm not super interested in. This is always a nice upgrade. It's cheap. It gives you a free 10. But I'd rather have nicer armor before we start really doing things like that. Fortunately, the town doesn't like me enough to give me this a good price. Well, was a thought. You don't have any cheap armor, though. We don't have anything here that's great value or deal either. That one armor sword we picked up to buy one's at 1600. It's always really nice to get the stuff from bandits. So much a better deal. I wouldn't mind having a fighting spear. They're only a little bit better than boar spears though. Spears just don't scale up well. Hey Jess, how are you, friend? Devastating. Well then, I just don't think there's going to be a whole lot for us here. Nope, even these guys. Deserters are even worse now with this DLC than they used to be. I'm good. Just trying to... It's a lot of noise. Just trying to find some jobs. Just some people to kill, you know. Keep food on the table. Keep the blood running. Excellent, we made it here before daybreak. Unfortunately, I'm being raided. It's unfortunate. There's no jobs for us, though. Once again, being hard up for jobs. Glad we bought food back there when we did, when it was relatively cheap. The armor here is actually cheaper than it was. It's a different shirt. Crap. Any good rumors for us? No. No, there's not. We just had a conversation about how I didn't want to buy any more melee people. And as of late, you people have been disappointing. Oh, was that an auto subscription? 10 months! Look at that. Loyalty and dedication. A mere 2 months, and you have the new super badass badge. You'll be the first. Let's take a look at this guy. I just can't resist it. For 100 gold, we can afford him. And I've done this like probably like 10 times now, so it is starting to add up. But he's cocky, which is all right. He's athletic, which is kind of nice. Oh, well, thank you. 7 months. Jeez, you guys are really starting to add up, man. Forgot how awesome your badge is. I'm not seeing your badge though. I guess because... What the heck? Oh, maybe because you hadn't resubscribed yet. I bet you. Maybe it'll show up in chat now. I hope. There we go. I was hoping... Thank you, Make It Rain. I was hoping your badge would show up. I was like, don't tell me people aren't getting it. I don't know how to feel about this guy. His fatigue is pretty impressive, though. I mean, he's alright. And since we paid 100, I guess that's okay. I like him better than him. And definitely you, Mr. Broken Leg. Not sure how happy I am with that decision overall, though. Well, so be it. Let's go back to Bull and see if we can get a good job from them. One thing I really don't like about this seed unless I'm just being completely moronic. There's not any really good trading going on here. It's kind of intense. There's no salt mines, copper mines. This kind of stuff that is the bread and butter of making money trading. You're also being raided. Yet your stuff is still cheap. Your tools are not greatly priced. Or priced that greatly, I should say. Contract. To leave this town, you say. Delivery heading south. Roughly a day. Southwest of here. There's not too many places southwest of here. This is just the next town we would be going to anyways. You're gonna pay me 160 when it's done, and 3 crowns per head. Okay. Have I seen it? Yeah, Amber was talking to me about it the other day. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. I'll have to see some gameplay of it, but natural disasters affecting you, kind of, it makes sense, and I think it's legit, but that doesn't really do it for me. Let's see if we can get paid more. We did another 10, which is a fair amount when you're not talking very much money. Let's accept it. We're going to be going there anyways. It's free food. And he's paying me to go somewhere I was going to go anyways, so. No great gear. Okay. Alright, let's be on our way then. That's true, it is a different mechanic, and they, I guess you could say, are really beating a dead horse, but I still just enjoy it. I don't know, I'd rather see like a futuristic mod that adds a lot of like late game things, kind of like they did with, I want to say it was Civ 3. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's too stale to get that late in the game and add expansion for it, but I really liked having all this like futuristic laser guns and stuff like that. So what's our new ambition going to be? We can choose nothing, which seems not great. Shit a battle, or to go against us if we find ourselves out of pocket and short of equipment. Before we should build a reserve of 10 grand. We can try to get a cart for 7.5 grand. Yeah, that's exactly but good. It's a key difference there. Well, we can try to hunt down the Walking Dead. Let's burn some of their lairs down. Now, we'll have to get 3 of them, but we'll get a trinket for doing it. The undead can be really nasty places to fight, though. In fact, I dare say they're my least favorite place to go attack. Simply because there's almost always necromancers and geists involved. So this leaves me in a tough spot. I think we're gonna go for the cart. Would get us a cart. It might be a long time before we save up that money, but it might not be either. It depends how things go. Should just be going there, yep. I wouldn't mind if something attacked us, because at least we'd be getting 3 crowns per head. It's not a substantial amount of money, but it would be something. Well, they're well supplied too, which is always nice. What does that do for them? Warehouse burned down. Recent warehouse fire causes significant damage. But survived. The fire is now sold at high prices. Jerks. It's actually not that much higher than normal. None of these things are actually that much higher than normal. Shh, don't tell them. They probably don't know. The in-game ending to Massive War isn't so bad, though. If you ask me. I never played it after its initial release. I'm not too familiar with it, but like I loved Alpha Centauri, which is kind of like its predecessor, right? It was a really great game, and one of the things I really liked about it is you could research different like components for your units and then swap them out to make different units, and that was really awesome. They need to bring that back. That's what I wanted. We have 2 thieves here that I would not hate picking up, but they're a bit more of an expensive gamble than the previous. That being said, this guy is less than 100. I'm gonna hire him. I'd like to take this also, but of course, that's not really an option for us. Alright, good friend. Mr. Swift, you are indeed Swift. And you are a Spartan. Those are not bad traits to have. That being said, your skill is 57 for a waiter. You're okay. Your fatigue's not great. Your resolve is meh. Roderick's level 2. We need to start figuring out what we're doing with these people. Yeah, you could really get into it with Absurdum. And that game is pretty old now. I mean, it was super ahead of its time. So one of the problems with stacking up on brothers like this, which we need to address, is the more brothers you have, it actually increases game difficulty. So having these people back here who aren't really doing anything isn't really great. I'm going to can this guy, and I'm not going to pay him. People are going to be angry. See, they are angry about that decision. They're still upset about people who died, but they're mostly upset that we just missed Reaper. But we just fulfilled that vision, so they're not too bad. And I'd rather buy a round of beer for 20 bucks than pay him 400 for breaking his knee and being worthless. Won't save me too much money overall, but... Oh, it's 100, but still cheaper. Plus it puts people in better moods too. Let's check out this job. Okay. We need to be paid more. We're going to get 110 up front, 440 for finishing. 2 days to the south, we're going to go to Salamander Festa. That's a mouthful. And we get free food out of the deal. Alright, well, since that's the case, let's go ahead and buy these tools. They're reasonable enough to take. I like seeing all the new town modifiers. They're really nice. Salamander Festa. Not that far away. I'm okay going there. I mean, I really liked all the different things you could do. You know, if it's true. So much so that before Earth came out, or Beyond Earth came out, I should say, I actually found my old disc of it, installed it, and I was so pumped. I was like, this is so good. I can't wait for a modernized version. And it didn't help, because when Beyond Earth came out, it sucked. I was like, this is not anything like it should be. This is what I promised at all. Must have been a mercenary company or something that fit through there. Nice! Free tools and supplies. It's at least 100 crowns we just got there. Direwolves running away. So at least everyone's in a content mood now. Not great, but I'll live with it if it means saving 400 bucks. Sorry, you break your knee, you're practically worthless. Alright, not so bad. It's about to be, I think, like 600. They have a proper job for us here. It might be more than we're willing to do, but as we look at it, tools here are cheap. We're pretty good at tools now, though. Ammunition is here cheap. That is something we need. We're starting to get a little bit lower on money than I'd like. We're definitely going to buy this for 300 gold. Should we not? Perhaps. But that's too much of an opportunity just to walk by. Arn here is level 6. He's in 70 body armor. Bringing him up to 115 will be very nice. And on top of that, I feel comfortable using one of these on it. This is 12. Give you an extra 30. That'll make it some pretty intense armor. Let's do it. That should last him some time. Yeah, I like that decision. It pleases me. We'll give that to you, I suppose. We'll flop that out, that should be better for you. Actually, that's even better, but it needs repaired, so. It's alright. Now everybody up here has at least, well, you still have 70 armor, which is sad. And really, you should be having better armor than that. We need to talk about this. You're losing your armor. This guy deserves it way more, and if he died wearing crappy armor while you lived, I'd be pretty upset about it. That's just the truth of the matter. Alright, this town is quite a good place to be right now. Let's see what this job's all about. Beer here is of course cheaper. This is adventure you seek. There's a place called the Abandoned Mill. Ben remains on the hills east of here. I don't know who lives there nowadays though. Adventure you said. A very special hat. Master Stroke Feathered Nasal Helmet. Oof, it is quite nice. It's a free extra 10 durability. Extra 40. Some of these are super nice. I like that it really gives you options, and it gives you a way to upgrade your armor. This to me is like the mid-game or entry to mid-game where things get really hard, and if you can't start farming armor for raiders, you're kind of screwed. Because it's just going to get tougher. And this is a nice option around that. I enjoy it very much. Plus they added more armors, which I also enjoy very much. This thing looks badass. I want it. Just window shopping here. Throwing axes, you say? Mortal Widowmakers. Let's see how these compare to regular ones. Same amount of damage, so I'm not sold yet. Same amount of damage to armor. 5% chance. Now they both have a 5% chance to hit. Are you kidding me? The only difference between these two is that it uses one less fatigue to equip. That's it. And you want me to pay over $2,000 for it? I think the game done screwed that one up. Tank gear could be worth it. What is this? A beast slayer? Interesting. Alright, well, we've been around town. Let's take a look at this job. They say greenskins have a long history in this land. Do you believe that? If you want to stay a while in this world, you gotta fight. The greenskins do seem to have been around for a long while. Alright, well, we can hunt them. It's gonna cost you lots of money. 250 in advanced. 1,000 when it's done. He wants to go to Fisterwalda. Kill the rotting greenskins. My fear is that this is gonna be goblins. Let's go to the down southwest of it and see what they have. I'm not opposed to doing this job. I think we have enough money and supplies and food to carry it out. Fisterwalder's not too far from us. The abandoned remains that guy was telling us about. Yeah, we already knew about it, friend. There seems to be maybe some better jobs for us here. Your stuff is expensive, your fish is reasonably priced. We'll hold off on everything else for now. Not any great armor. This helmet's okay. But I think our helmet situation is considerably better than it used to be. 105 being the lowest. This is a better helmet than 105. But not by enough to spend 300 gold, I think. Let's take a look at your peeps. Mr. Broken. I will hold off. 30 gold. I will always take 30 gold. There's two of them here. There is a beggar and there's a crippled. Hillholm was a 30 gold. Just keep that in mind. Holy crap. That's a lot of stars for 30 gold. He is a dastard, which is unfortunate. This guy could make a decent lot of things. He could make a very decent tank. His only real issue is that his fatigue is kind of too low for that nonsense. Mr. Swift we've already looked at. Where'd your other friend go? It's the beggar we just picked up. He's not so great. He's not so terrible. I will be getting rid of you though. We'll pay the compensation. 10 is not worth getting everyone so riled up for. How much is it to get rid of you, Roderick? Ugh, yeah. We just got you. You shouldn't be too expensive. Yeah, it's fine. There's like 160 now to deal with that guy. It's unfortunate. You though, you're not so bad. You're in fact not so bad that I might actually play somebody in the front line. Of level 3. It is arguable to say which one's better. You have a star, and you don't, and I think that's what's going to come down to. You'll make a great tank. I feel it would be terrible decision not to utilize this guy. In whatever fashion that might be. Even if he's level 1, he's not as good as them yet. It shouldn't be too hard for him to get up to where he is in 2 levels, to be perfectly honest, and he'll do better from there on out. And we have jobs. Alright, this might seem strange, but I need a place named the Apostate Secret Abode located in Charted. On our maps, go there, the Glades of Decay southeast. Find it and come back. What does it pay? 300. It always seems to be 300. You need more? No. Except... let's check on the map where that is. But I'm not super in favor of doing that. Of course, you were a job. Transport something. To Bola, about 2 days to the north. I wouldn't hate doing this job, to be perfectly honest. Vengeance are provided for us. We get 860 crown when it's done, which is pretty impressive. On top of that, if we get attacked, we get money for killing things. And then we have a 3-star, which is probably more than we're looking to do. You want me to get something back for you. 1450 crowns. The price is right. Now, with this, I can almost guarantee you that we are going to be getting a necromancer. If we don't get a necromancer in this, then I feel like something went wrong. Unless they started upping some of those. So let's leave town for a hot second. And look what we're doing with the Glades of Despair right around here. So we could probably find that place relatively easily. Let's take that job. It's rather close, and we have the food. Maybe in the meantime somebody's broken shoulder will get fixed. Oh, it already did. Cool. The hills here and being daytime, we could find it soon. No. It's gonna be night. That's gonna make it quite difficult to search for it. It's always a pain in the butt. Last time we had to find something, the Glades, that was all the way up there. So that tells you what it considers this region to be. I imagine soon we'll be getting a pop-up to find it. We found something completely different. Which we cannot see what's in there. I don't know if I've done good or ill. Okay, where exactly? Southwest of here. In the swamps. So we probably would have picked it up. Maybe. Had it been daytime, that would have helped a bit. Well, easy enough. Let's transverse through the swamps. Free little bonus indicator where it is. Which is good, because I was going to go, oh no, this is the Glacier's Domain. This is the Glades of Decay. Those are completely different areas. There it is, we found it. Now, what is it we're doing with here? This is... Necromancer, many armored Vidrigans, and a fallen hero. We could clean this place out. And, probably get some pretty good stuff from it. Apostate's Secret Abode. Sounds quite dangerous. It's the swamps which stink, making it very difficult to get to the Necromancer, most likely. That being said, we do have a dog. Maybe we could throw this on the Fallen Hero too. If he's getting really rough. The Fallen Hero is tough, but he's not like a knight. He only attacks once. I think we should do it. I think we should do this. Before we do that though, I am going to take a quick break and be right back, and then we'll jump into that.